What's up, guys? My name is Will Alexander, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Rohm Vise binding. The Vise is a little brother to the Katana. The ASIM wrap has to do with the heel cup, where you can see that it wraps all the way around on the inside, but not on the outside. This makes this binding a little bit more flexible on your board. This means the contact point for your high back is going to be running underneath the ball of your foot instead of on the outside portion of your foot, where the ball of your foot has a little bit more power than you would on the outside. Pros on this binding: the customization is all time. It's got your standard high back angle adjustments that every high-end binding should have. This just allows you to change the angle of your high back depending on the angle of your stance for each binding. It also has quite a bit of length adjustments. You can adjust both the toe strap and the heel strap. I have mine pushed all the way back because I have a size 14 boot. Fits in this thing perfectly. The other thing to talk about for the pros on this are the straps. Super comfortable. The heel strap is amazing. The heel strap has the auto strap, which is a bungee-like rubber that it has on the inside, so that when you unstrap, it pulls your heel strap off to the side, which makes easier ins and outs getting out of your bindings. Rohm has their Conform 2.0 strap. This thing is amazing. So comfortable on your toe. It almost feels like you don't have anything there. There's a bit of rigidity across the top of your toe, and then the underneath side's all stretchy. So it'll fit to basically any boot you want. So all the adjustments on the straps are all toolless except for the pivot mount. The pivot mount allows for 4 different settings. You can have it in the standard forward facing out. You can move it so that it's angled in the upper position, which gives you a little bit more contact with the upper part of your boot, which gives you a little bit more power going into your cars. You can also put it downward, which will give you a little bit more flex and a little bit more of a surfy free ride feel. Or if you have a really small boot profile, you can even flip the pivot mount to be facing backwards to give you that extra tightness that you might need for a smaller boot profile. Another positive to talk about is base plate. I was a little bit worried going with the plastic base plate. I've had problems with bindings slipping and losing your angle on your bindings, landing too hard off of jumps, but I've had 0 problems with this VTech base plate. When you go to screw in your bindings, there's not much that the screws really have to hold on to, but you can really watch the plate set in as you screw in your bindings and tighten them down. So Rohm has their asymmetrical high back, not your normal cutouts that you'd see out of your normal bindings, and also has this awesome flex, a little bit more flex to the inside than it does to the outside, which is what you're looking for in a binding. It allows for outside power, but inside flex. That really helps out when you're going into presses or when you have to save yourself when you wheelie out of something. So I've had these bindings for over 50 days of riding, and the only cons I can come up with is the adjustment screws tend to come loose. I find myself checking my bindings either every ride or every other ride just to make sure that something isn't going loose. I've had the pivot mount come loose a little bit where I've got a little bit of a shake. Also had the heel cup come a little bit loose and I had to tighten that back down. Not the biggest deal. If you're really taking care of your board, waxing and all that kinds of stuff, it kind of just becomes part of the routine, but it would be nice not to have to worry about that. So that's the Rohm Vise binding. I hope you guys found this review helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the description, and have a good one, guys. Peace.